Hello and welcome back to my channel, Cards by Melissa Minor. I am working with another sketch created by the amazing Allison Davis. This is a class that I've been taking through Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. I can't show you the sketch because it is a paid class, but I can show you my interpretation of the class and the sketch. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. But first, before we get started, let me show you the products that I'm going to be working with. So I absolutely am in love with 49 and Market. I am just obsessed with them. And so this is a new collection that just came out, and this is called the Kaleidoscope Collection. And so I have their 12 by 12 collection pack here. These are all different pattern papers. They're so gorgeous and vibrant. I also picked up the Kaleidoscope 12 by 12 Solids collection paper pack, and so I'm going to be working with some of those today. I picked up the chipboard set, and then I also, and you can see here, all these little frames and little butterflies and circles and sentiments and just gorgeous. And then I also, this is new for me, I have the Kaleidoscope acetate assortment. And so this is really fun. You can see here on the back, these are all the pieces that you get with this. So I'm super excited to work with this collection. So let's dive in and move this out of the way, and let's go ahead and get started. So I've done a little prep work, and I'm starting with the gorgeous paper that was in the Solids paper pack. And so I'm just putting it down here. I'm putting some removable glue dots down, and I'm working with this gorgeous pink color in the Solids. And so I have this down, and you can see here on the right-hand side, I do have a photo block already prepared. And since my photo block was not quite large enough to match the other side of the paper, I have a little strip of white. And you can see here, these are the pictures I'm scrapbooking, and these were so fun. My friends and I went to this blacklight bingo, and it was so fun. It was a fundraiser for an after prom party. I just thought it was genius. I mean, we had a blast. So you can see I have two 3x4s vertical here, and then two 3x4s horizontal here. I have a little 2x2 picture in the center. And then my pictures didn't line up just exactly right because I had a little bit of a white border. So to camouflage that, I went ahead and cut a little piece of pattern paper. So you can see here my cardstock measures about 10.5 by 11, I believe. And so I'm going to get that stuck down. And so that way it matches the other side. And I'm bringing in my glue press from my Sweet Petunia. I absolutely love this. I will have all these products that I'm using today linked down below in the description box. They are affiliate links. If you are interested, I do appreciate when you shop my links, as that does help support me and my YouTube channel. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this white piece adhered down, and you can see here I have about a 3/4 inch border at the top and at the bottom, and here's where I glued in that little strip of white so it looks like one continuous piece all the way across. And so what I did is I took the 11 by 10.5 inch paper and used it on both sides. All right, and so I'm bringing in some more of the pattern paper, and so these vertical pieces I cut to 3 1/4 by 8. And so I have 3 of these, and so I'm going to put these in the center here, and I'm going to do a little bit of stitching on my page, and this is new to me. I just purchased a sewing machine, and this will be my very first layout that I'm going to sew on. So it's a little bit scary to think that I'm actually going to do this. Like, what about if I mess up? And I only have one of these paper pads. So, but you know what? You have to start somewhere. And so I'm just going to do it. And so I'm going to go ahead and put some. Now, I don't want to use my glue, my liquid glue, because I don't want it to gum up my sewing machine. So the research that I've done says that I should use a tape runner adhesive, and that would be best to run it through my sewing machine. So I'm using a tape runner here to put these pieces down since I'm going to be doing a little sewing. And oh my goodness, this paper is so gorgeous. Like I hate to use it. Are you kind of like that? I feel like sometimes I'm a paper hoarder because I buy this gorgeous paper and then it's so pretty. I'm like, oh, that's my good paper. I don't want to use it, but I'm going to use it. This was a special occasion. My friends and I had so much fun at this blacklight bingo. When you walked in, they gave you the coolest party favors. Like they gave us these glow rings and they gave us these cool glasses and a hat and lots of cool stuff. All right, so I've typed out my journaling here on some Avery sticker paper. And I like to do this. I like to write on my some of my scrapbook pages, but I also like to do the sticker method. And so what I'm going to do, I did a text box on my computer, and I measured it to 3 by 4, the same size as my photos, because that's where I'm going to adhere my journaling. So I sized the text box. I did not draw the box around the text box. I just put the words inside. And so I'm just going to trim this sticker paper down so that when I stick it down, it'll just blend into the page and it'll look like I typed on the page. And so let's see here. It looks like I need to trim just a little bit off. So let me bring back in my trimmer. And I get these Avery sticker labels on Amazon, so I will be sure to link those down below as well. They are so handy to have on hand. Okay, so now that I've got that trimmed down, one thing I do want to mention is that once you print it out, you do want to let it just sit. Don't mess with it. Just let it sit and let the ink dry. Otherwise, you'll get it all smeary. So I did let this sit for a while, and so now I can mess with it. Okay, so then it's so easy. This just peels right off the back. So I'm going to peel the backing tape off, and it's super sticky and you can't move it. So I just peel off one little piece, line it up, get that exactly where I want it. And I'm going to stick this piece down and you just burnish it in. So I'm just going to rub it in because I've let that dry. And then I'm going to peel this other part up and then just push that in. And you see how it blends right into the page and it looks like I printed it right on the paper. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Okay, so now I have my journaling complete and I think I'm brave enough to take my layout over to my sewing machine. Maybe I better draw some. Let me see where I want to draw my lines so that I can make sure I know where I'm going to stitch. This is the other photo. This is my main focal photo for the left-hand side. And from left to right, on the left side is my friend Michelle. And then I'm there in the pink glasses. And then my other friend Michelle. So I'm sandwiched between two Michelles. And then my friend Terry is on the far right. And these are my besties. They all scrapbook. So they're some of my friends that we talk about scrapbooking. We go scrapbooking together. So it's kind of fun that we all went to this bingo as well. We did something that wasn't scrapbooking related, which we don't do a lot of that often. Usually if we get together, it's to make cards or to scrapbook or something like that. So this was fun to do that. So I'm marking off the lines. I'm just putting in some pencil marks of where I think I want to do this. Okay, so I was brave. I took this to my sewing machine and I messed up a little bit up in the left-hand corner. I got a little crooked, but it's okay. I think it's all right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to camouflage that anyway. I've got some embellishments and no one will ever know except you all that are watching this video that I didn't sew a straight line. All right, so I'm going to bring in some of these, this acetate piece because I think this is cool. I haven't used acetate pieces like this. This is my first time getting some of these acetate pieces. And I think this is going to look really awesome behind my photo. So let me bring in my knife here, my Cricut spatula and just pick this photo up. Let me scooch this one down out of the way too, and so I can just squeeze this little acetate piece in there. There, I like that. All right, so I have went ahead and put some foam tape on the back because I am gonna pop that up. All right, and look at this. I brought in, this is gonna cover up that place where I messed up. Perfect, I love it, it covers it up. This is actually one of the bingo cards from our bingo night. And then this is a chipboard frame that I bought in from the chipboards embellishment set. And, you know, I've been into this really like matching the colors. And so I've got this bluish teal color here. And so I want to put a bluish teal color embellishment on the bluish teal paper. And so I'm going to match that up. And I'm not putting my photo down yet because my photo is going to be popped up with that foam. And I want to make sure that I can get all of these embellishments on the page before I put down my photo. So let me bring in my glue press again and just put a little glue of how I want this frame. And this is kind of new for me as well. I don't use a lot of frames. These are, you know, 49 and Market is somewhat new to me. I have made several pages with them, but I like it. It's different. It's funky. Can I say that? It's funky. And I think that it goes along with the photos. So I'm putting some funky frames here. So again, I'm matching up the green with the green. And so I'll put that one over here and kind of like a going wonky here. And okay, I think I have all the big embellishments down. So I'm going to go ahead and peel back the backing here on my foam tape. And so I can get this stuck down. Oh, I've already peeled that one. Okay, so let me find my pencil marks. And I'm going to go ahead and stick my photo down. I'm loving this page already. Love that. And then I have this little title ephemera piece. Now this came from, I didn't show where this came from. This actually came from a Pink Fresh Studio ephemera pack that I received in my Cherry on Top Spring Cherry Box. And so I'll leave information about that down below as well. And here I'm bringing this in. I'm showing you here. This came from the Spring Vibes Pink Fresh Studio collection. Okay, so I'm not sure where I want to put that title, so I'm just going to set that to the side. And I've cut out a tag from one of my tag dies from my stash, and I used some of this solid paper, and because I wanted to tie the green over, I wanted to bring a little bit of green over here, and I know I want to have my third embellishment cluster over here, so I've got one on the left-hand side of my focal photo. I've got one on the right-hand side of my focal photo. And then I want to draw your eye across the page and make my third embellishment cluster over here on the far right. Now, in Allison's sketch, she did have the embellishment cluster centered around that center photo. But mine's a 2x2 photo. And if I did an embellishment cluster there in the center, I really don't have room for that. And so my solution to that was to make an embellishment cluster over on the far right-hand side of the page, and I feel like that takes your eye across. So I'm using these fun little shapes, and these were, again, from the Kaleidoscope 49 and Market chipboard set. So I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape just to make all the everything level. Because that picture is popped up with foam. And so I just want to put a little bit of foam where that chipboard piece is going to be resting against the other pieces. And so I think that looks cute. And then I've got this cute little circle here and says, "This is happy," and it's green. So I'm going to put it on the green. I guess it's like lime green. And then I've got this butterfly from the chipboard set, and this is like that blue aqua color. So I'm going to add that to the chipboard frame to match that. And I also have this pink butterfly. Now, I'm not putting it directly on pink, but there's pink over here on this page, and so I thought the pink would tie this embellishment cluster in nicely over here. So there's my third embellishment cluster over here on the far right. And I've got a couple more pieces. I've got this little chipboard word sentiment from the chipboard set, and this says Happy Times. And I still have this title. I need to do something with this title, and I haven't really decided. In Allison's sketch, she does have it along the bottom of the photo, more towards the left. And I can't decide if I want to put mine on the top, on the bottom. And so I think I'm just going to use a little bit of tape here and tack this down, just as Allison has done in her sketch, along the lower left of my photo. And I do think I like that. Okay, and I also have this little word fun, and this came from my Pink Fresh Studios little collection. And so there's just a little empty space, I feel like, on this photo. And so I think it needed something. And that'll still continue to draw your eye across the page. All right, so that completes my layout. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below if you, what was your favorite part of this collection? Again, I will have any shopping links listed down below. I also have a playlist linked where I have all of the classes from the Sketches class of this year. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.